Previously on Survivor Branford. Since the merge, the trio of Meredith, Jamin, and Amanda had toyed with the idea of voting Dennis out, and now at the final 5, the time finally seemed right. But when Dennis won his 3rd straight immunity challenge, they had to resort to their backup plan of voting out Mark. Already armed with a hidden immunity idol, Mark sought to make his vision of going to the end with Amanda and Dennis a reality. While he pushed the story of the first 3 people originally chosen being the last in the end, Amanda came to the realization that going with Jamin and Meredith to vote out Mark complicated her road to the final 3. Mark played his idol to cancel out Meredith and Jamin's votes, leaving Meredith as the only target, as she was identified as the bigger threat by the others. Meredith became the 10th voted out, and the remaining 4 now only needed to make it through one more vote until reaching the end. 4 are left. Who will be voted out tonight?
I think this is the biggest risk I've had all game, being voted off right now. And I think Jamin and I are good, even though she voted against me.
I reached out an olive branch to her. I hope she remembers that.
If it becomes like a head-to-head you and me, I'll let you know.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
I think I'd be bringing Amanda and Dennis.
I just think we have to stick with the final 3 that we said, you, me, and Mark.
Yeah.
We're just saying like the only logical thing is for the 3 of us to stick together. Yeah. Because I'm totally with your story. Like it's so good. Like the 3 original chosen! Isn't that awesome?
So,
I mean, just gotta hope one of the 3 of us can beat her in whatever challenge is. We have a 75% chance or whatever of her not doing it. Like, it should be good.
We should be fine.
I don't know where I stand if I don't win this, because the last 3 times, obviously, having this, I haven't been in any trouble, so I haven't known, would my name have come up with people if I didn't have it? So people have always been, yes, I'm going with you, but it's like I'm safe, so what are they gonna tell me? All 3 of them, as far as I could tell, would want to take me to the end, which is the position I tried to put myself in to get to the end with people who would bring me to the end, and that's why I had to get rid of Meredith, because I didn't have a final 3 deal with her. I'm leaning toward Jamin.
Yeah,
I'm not going with you.
okay, then I'm solid too. I don't think Mark should go to the final 3. I really don't. I think he'll win. I truly do.
Not that he really needed the idol, but that just put another big feather in his cap.
I'm freaking out. So you know, we were loyal.
I know.
It was just Meredith and Jamin that voted for you.
Done.
Okay. Final 3?
That's it.
You, me?
That's what I'm trying.
Dennis?
Yeah.
Alright. So if you win immunity, you're gonna take, like, the 3 of us are gonna gang up against Jamin.
That's right.
And if Dennis wins immunity, the 3 of us are gonna gang up against Jamin. And if I win immunity, the 3 of us are gonna gang up against Jamin.
Yep.
Okay. This is so exciting. I'm in the final 4. I don't even that hasn't registered yet because this is like unprecedented for me. I know like every other pool player gets to the end, but I haven't. So I'm really excited about that. And I have a final 3 deal with like everyone. So I'm not sure if that's good or gonna completely screw me over. I have like a legit final 3 deal with Dennis and Mark. I just want to check in.
Are you voting me out?
No. No, it's you and me, girl.
It's you and me.
It's you and
yes,
me?
It's you and
For
me.
real?
But we have to stop being so obvious.
I'm not being obvious.
And stop freaking out. Yeah, I think Mark is like, everyone loves him. I think Mark has the best chance at the end of it. I really do.
So we'll vote for Jamin?
I've promised Amanda I would keep her and vote out Jamin. My paranoia level has been at like a 1 or 2 lately thanks to this thing. If and when I lose this next one, it's gonna go up to like 12 or something. This next challenge is big.
Survivors ready? Go! This is the final immunity challenge. Don't hold anything back. If you win this, you will have gone as far as you can in this game. All of the castaways needing to rely on their sense of touch to figure out what this message is. And that's only half the battle, as they'll have to reconstruct it themselves. Having the immunity necklace at this stage means not only will you be going to the final 3, but you'll have a great say as to who's there with you. Everyone carefully examining their sheets. Being blindfolded, you're going to be moving slow, and it's going to be a big time loss if you need to come back. And Jamin will be the first to move on to the second phase of the challenge. Jamin locates her bag and starts to get to work. Amanda also ready to begin. And now Dennis thinks he has it. Knowing what the message says is only one aspect of this challenge. The true test comes now in having to spell it out on the ground. Mark continuing to examine the message. This may look easy, but once you remove your sense of sight, you have a big adjustment period in front of you. Amanda's going to head back to the message, thinks maybe she missed something, wants to be absolutely sure as to what she's aiming to spell before she gets too far. We'll have to see if this decision's a smart one, or if she's only giving her 3 competitors a head start. Mark feeling the wrong side of the tile, hopefully he figures out what he's supposed to be doing. Dennis has a few letters placed. Jamin with a few as well. Amanda continues to get a feel for what this message could be. It looks like Dennis is trying to find the right tiles to spell the message out in order, while Jamin is slotting in each tile as she grabs it. Mark nowhere right now. Amanda needs to get back in this challenge quickly. And Jamin making fast work of this places her 8th letter. Amanda returning for the 2nd time, and she hopes for the last time. Dennis methodically placing his letters, keeping them very tight and organized. Staying organized is a huge part of this challenge. You need to know where the letters are that you've placed, or else you risk messing things up later. Jamin working on another, trying to figure out what she's holding right now. Amanda not looking too confident at the moment, and places her 3rd letter. When the numbers are so few in this game, it doesn't matter who you are if you don't have immunity. You are a target. Jamin getting 1 letter closer to being done. Dennis trying to keep pace, working very slowly and carefully through this challenge. And Mark is completely out of it, not so sure what his problem is right now. He is utterly confused. Amanda seems to have something going. Jamin determining where this letter should go and places it. And Jamin has her last letter placed. She's organizing her tiles, doing one final check. Jamin wins. She will plead her case to the jury.
Oh my god.
All right, Jane, this is the best time to win it.
Oh my god.
Turn around. You are going to the final 3. You will plead your case to the jury, and one of the other 3 will now become the final jury member of the game.
I'm very excited. I did not think I'd make it this far. Well, I thought I could, but I'm very happy. I really want to see the cases that come to me, and I want to see how tunes have changed and how they approach me now that I have a little bit of power. I do think I played a really good game, but I just have to think a lot about the bridges that have been burned to know who I want to be in the final 3 with. I know everyone's going to start coming over now and talking to me because I have the power at this point.
Good job, girlfriend. I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of you. Good job. That was hard. You did awesome.
I thought I was going to be going out, but I didn't want to see it.
Okay. Oh gosh, my head is exploding. My head is literally exploding. It gets brutal no matter who's up there.
Yeah.
And the jury says mean things, so just...
Oh, I know. I'm prepared.
Yeah.
I know a few people who are huge fans of it, so...
I don't know why. Why am I the target for that? Okay, stop and think. That's just what I need to do right now. This is a complete nightmare. I feel like maybe I won't go home, but who do I want to go with now is the question. Mark is going to vote for Dennis. And Dennis is allegedly going to vote for Mark. So I think that means it's up to me and Jamin. I know I can beat Jamin. And I think I can beat Mark. So honestly, Jamin and Mark are my best bet, but Jamin doesn't want to go with Mark. Do I be loyal and go? I mean, I promised both Dennis and Mark, but I feel like my true alliance is with Dennis.
I think we are planning on voting out Mark, and that wasn't just for Amanda's sake. So as I feared, I'm not safe at this next vote. So this is where I have to trust that my different final 3s I made with everyone else. So I think me, Amanda, and Jamin are all on the same page of Mark being next. I haven't gotten to prove lately were people coming after me or not. They had immunity, so obviously there'd be no votes for me. So for me, it's a little up in the air to find out where do people actually stand with me. Yeah, Mark's gotta go.
Do you think Jamin's for real? But she says she's going for Mark.
If we can get Mark out now, then for my game, I'm the happiest that Jamin won the final immunity rather than me or Amanda, because then she forced her way into the final 3 and we didn't have to
Betray Mark.
Yeah.
Is there any chance of, like, you guys all getting me? Just tell me who you're voting. So that at least
this moment, I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know. I promise. I really don't know. I'm conflicted.
Is it like me and someone else?
This is so hard. I wish I wouldn't have won this thing. I can pick, it literally is whoever I want can go, pretty much.
She and I are together. I think you should join us and vote on Dennis. Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Jamin killed it with that last one, so she totally earned her spot.
Vote with Jamin, whoever she wants. Hopefully she'll vote not me.
Vote off Dennis.
Like my name getting brought up? Like, are you hearing my name from Amanda or Jamin? Or you?
It's me. Yeah.
Now's the time.
Yeah. Okay. Now or never.
That's the first
Yeah,
time.
I guess that's my only way is if you guys are gonna off me.
We're not.
I think we're good. And Jamin, I think like she's certainly either voting for Mark or for me.
She's definitely more worried about Mark
I
than
think
you. Okay. Well, I have no choice but to go with you. So they're voting for each other. I'm going to the end, girlfriend. We're going to the end.
I'm for sure going to the end. I don't know about you.
This is going to be an epic round for voting.
Guess it's gonna be an epic round for voting because Mark's going home and he didn't see it coming. So
All right, final four, welcome. Have to start with Jamin. Gigantic immunity win for you. Do you think that if you didn't have that necklace right now, it might be you?
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, I think that at this point, it could be anybody.
Did you find yourself to be very popular all of a sudden? Everybody wanted to come talk to you? And
It was strange, yes. Everyone really thought what I had to say was really important. Very interesting.
yeah. So Amanda, when you're at the final four, your moves are very limited at this point. You have one person you can't vote for and two that you can, but you have to work with the other one, obviously. So what are you basing your decisions here on right now?
It's really complicated, so loyalty is a big factor, and who I've been playing with for a while is important. But then there's also just what Jamin wants to do, what Mark wants to do, and what Dennis wants to do. At some point, your hand is forced, and you have to go with that. So it's complicated. It's very complicated.
And Mark, what's your bigger priority right now? Is it making it to the final three, or is it making it there with the people that you want to go with? Would you risk your game to get the exact people there that you want there?
No, I don't think I can risk the game at this point. I just want to make it to the last three.
And Dennis, where's your mind right now? You're one vote away from returning to the final three for the first time in 3 years, something I know you've been thinking about before, so how are you going to treat this upcoming vote?
It feels a little different. I don't know if you noticed, but I'm missing some jewelry that I had for a while. So I haven't gotten any votes lately, but that's also since they couldn't vote for me. So in a lot of ways, I feel like the others have gotten to feel out where people really stand and like they were vulnerable and weren't voted out. Where for me, this is my first time in a while, like kind of my first time knowing where the whole merged tribe stands on me. For me, my like anxious level was so calm before since I had nothing to worry about, and now it's just like so much could go wrong at the very last minute right before the end.
And Jamin, since you've been with these other three people since the start of the game, does that make this vote harder or easier?
Way harder.
Way harder. Why is that?
I mean, I think that you begin to form relationships, and at a certain point you have to be a really strong team to get this far, and then now you have to make really hard decisions.
And Mark, is your mind made up at this point, or are you still trying to figure out what to do?
My mind is made up at this point.
Dennis, is your mind made up? And Amanda? And Jamin? Your mind is not made up. Would anybody like to say anything to Jamin before we go vote?
I would. Not this round, but at the prior round, I don't know for sure, but I think you were one of the folks to vote me off. I had immunity, but I reached out with an olive branch and connected with you. I hope that sways your vote.
To be fair, what else are you gonna do when she has the necklace and it's at Final Four? You're gonna shun her?
But here's the thing. Who reached out with an olive branch before you had a necklace? Directly after you voted me off.
All right, and Amanda, I'll give you a final chance to say anything you'd like.
I got nothing.
Well, good luck to all, and it's time to vote for the final time. Jamin, you're up first.
It was super hard to lie to Dennis's face directly. I said I was going to vote Amanda. Dennis.
This is it. This is for real. I don't know. I don't know.
Sorry, Mark. It's great playing with you. I hope you at least can take some solace in the fact that it will be 3 original beats going to the end.
Once the votes are read, the decision is final. The person voted out will be asked to leave the tribal council area immediately. I'll read the votes. First vote, Mark. Dennis. 1 vote Mark, 1 vote Dennis. Dennis. 2 votes Dennis, 1 vote Mark, 1 vote less. 11th player voted out of Survivor Branford and the final member of the jury, Dennis. Dennis, great effort, almost made it back there. Hopefully next year you're back to try again, but for now, try to spoken. Time to go.
They got me. I thought they were with me. I thought everyone was ready to take me to the end. I'm very interested to hear Amanda's reasoning. She's saying something about that's where the numbers were. She certainly could have forced the 2-2 tie, which is what I was planning on doing for her if she was in the same position, but apparently she didn't feel as loyal to me as I did to her. I'm gonna have to think long and hard about who I'll vote for, who actually played the best game. I got really nervous after I voted and came back. I don't know, it felt like, and obviously it's easy for me to say now, but it felt like I might be in trouble then. My mind will be open at the final tribal council based on what the people say, and my vote could honestly go to any of the three of them.